Alright guys, we got a Honda CRV right here, 1998. It's all the same thing and up. On this video, we're gonna quickly replace this rad. You can see somebody is trying to put a tape on this already, and then they put a kind of glue in here already, and it's not gonna hold up the pressure. So it's time to replace the new one, and the new one is right here already. So make sure, double check, make sure that it's the right one before you take out the old one out. But take out the old one, there's the upper bracket right here, then they take out. Same thing on this side, both of them. And then the bracket for the AC line. The connector right here for the rad fan, same thing on this one here, the rad fan. We need to drain this out before we start taking out the upper and lower rad hose. The big problem on this one is the transmission cooler line down there. We need to take out those two hoses. It's gonna leak fluid, so we had to catch those fluid and put it back on our transmission. We're gonna quickly replace the old one, and this is the new one. So let's get started. Alright, so we had to take out that drain plug right there on the side of the rad. We're gonna have to spin that out so that we could drain this coolant out before we take out the rad hose. Alright, there you go. We got a coolant right there, and then it's leaking right there, and it'll be right over there. So just let that thing leak. Alright, so let it drain. I'm gonna have to take out the rad cap right here so they will drain faster. There you go. Clamp for the upper rad hose. We'll take that out. Alright, so to make more room in here, to take out that lower rad hose clamp and then the two lines for the transmission, let's take out this rad fan. It's on the way. So just 10 mil right here, right there, and two right there. Take those out. Alright, so this is the bolts on the top that I need to take out, 10 mil, and there's a bolts on the bottom as well, 10 mil. So those are down there. And then this one right here, there's no bolts at the bottom. Only the top is the bolts. And this one in here is for your AC. And this one is easy to come out. Alright, so this is what it looks like. This is the bottom right here. It just goes into a hole down there. And there's no screws or anything. This is what's on the top. You need to take out those bolts. On the transmission cooler hose, there's a clamp on each side, one right there and one right there. So we're just gonna need to take out that clamp, and then we can pull out this transmission cooler lines. All right, taking out that hose, make sure to put a plug on it so that it won't leak ATF. And there's one right here, the plug as well. Okay, both are plugs. Don't let them leak. All right, it's time to take out the rad. Here we go. Good job, man.
Welcome.
Awesome.
Okay.
Alright, so this is how much room we have here without the rad, and then without the two rad fans. Just have to move all this thing on the side.
Okay.
Careful. Alright guys, finally we got the transmission cooler line right there. It's all clamped in right there. Same thing on this side, is clamped in. We got the lower rad hose in there connected with the clamp, ready to go. We'll just need to put a screw right here for this bracket to hold and secure. And this side is almost done. We're gonna connect the connector right here for the rad fan and the AC. Same thing on the other side, and then we'll put the rad fan is next. Careful.
Yeah.
Don't scratch.
Yeah, you're right. You hold on there like that.
We're gonna put the other rad fan, the passenger side. You can see the bottom here is cut open. It was open like that. So we just got easy way to do it is to put the bolt in first. Put the bolt in first in here, couple thread that spin out, and then we're just gonna slide down the rad fan. Be careful with this spout right here, don't break that. All right, so when that line up, it's time to put the bolt in. Okay, so all the bolts for the rad fan is bolted down, torque to spec. Now we're gonna put the upper rad hose, get the clamp going right here, and then we'll lock everything in place.
Good now? Let's go?
Yeah. So next, upper rad mount bracket right there. Same thing on this side. Bolt it down, 10 mil, and then the last piece is this bracket for your AC line right there. Guys, we got everything all bolted down. Now it's time to put this final kit. We're gonna put coolant in here, and then we're gonna bleed the air out of the coolant. All right, so let that thing sink right down there. Make sure, double check, make sure there's no leak. Okay, the drain spout, make sure it's nice and tight. Double check your lower rad hose, upper rad hose, and make sure there's no leak on the rad, because sometimes getting a brand new rad they're defective, so make sure keep an eye on those leaks. So we're just gonna let it drain, and then we're gonna start the engine. All right, let's bring this up to temp, get that temperature high, and then we'll bleed the air out. Alright guys, so it's been running for about 10 minutes now. We're gonna have to bring this temperature up high. Upper rad hose is pretty warm, but the lower is still kind of cooler. So let's go check out the gauge, see what kind of temperature that we got. So like I said, it's been running for about 10 minutes now. So look at the gauge, it's halfway there. It's blowing pretty warm, a little bit hot, warm, you know, his own max right here, heat, defrost. So we're just gonna have to get this RPM up to the 3000 range right there, so get the bubble out on the coolant. Just keep doing that, you know, 2-3 times. Turn off the engine, let it cool down for a bit, and then start it up again, back and forth. I mostly do it 3 times. Just make sure to get that temperature up in the middle right here. Don't go over high. If it goes over high, there's something wrong with it. So just keep doing that. Turn it off for a bit. Just let it cool down. Get that bubble settle up on the top. You don't see no bubbles yet. So alright, so it's still kind of lukewarm, the lower rad hose, so we just have to let it idle again. Let's start up the engine and come back again. Alright guys, so it's been running for about 20 minutes now. You can see the temperature is just right in the middle right there. That's what we want. Okay, so it's blowing hot air on the vent here. It's pretty warm inside. Let's go under the hood. So I've been trying to keep an eye on here. There's probably about, oh, there you go. There's some bubbles coming out. There you go. Earlier, I saw about 6 or 7 bubbles came out, but now it's blowing air is coming out now. We got the hot upper rad hose, and then the lower rad hose is yeah, it's pretty hot now. It's pretty hot, so that means the thermostat is open. Everything is open from the engine to the hose. It's going to the rad, so all the air is coming out. This is the high side of the cooling system, so the air rise from the high side, and there will be this side right here. So if you touch the rad here, it's pretty warm. Pretty warm means that it's cycling all the coolant out from the engine. Get all the hot coolant out, gonna get it cooled down to the rad. So just let it sit for a bit, let it idle. See, it's going down the coolant because the thermostat is open. You're gonna have to add some more coolant here if it's bone dry. Let it sit for about 10-15 minutes of idling till it's totally get the air out of the system. And then after that, put the rad cap back on and then go for a test drive. Make sure your over container fill is right on the line. Okay, put some coolant in there. So that's it, guys. Give me a thumbs up, subscribe. See you guys again on the next one.